Hello, hello, and welcome back to Mass Effect. Alright, bring down the sky. Let's start it. I like this DLC. Between the two DLC and Mass Effect 1, I think it's the better of the two. Let's see. Let's bring Liara. It's the first time we get to see the Batarians in-game. Since they get talked about a lot, but this is the first time you actually get to run into them.
At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? They haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
All right. Okay. Ooh, Liara. I always forget how pretty you are until I look at you. Okay, what should I upgrade? Warp. Oh, have you not played BlazBlue before? I like it. I'm more of a Guilty Gear fan, but BlazBlue is also pretty good. I'm fond of the vampire girl. I'm drawing a blank on her name. I like her. She's cool. And of course, Makoto, the squirrel girl. I like how she plays. I like she's very punchy. Cross tag's the one with the Ruby crossover, correct? Okay, we're right there. Because I remember that one's a little more easy. It's like very simple combos, if I remember correctly. It's just like very basic, like 1-2 kind of things. It's kind of like Guilty Gear Strive in that regard. That's something I kind of disliked about Strive. Because I mained May in Plus R. The victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's like he surrendered only to be executed by sadistic captors. Because I mained May in like Plus R and also in the first one. And then like in Strive, she's just dolphin spam, that's it. Survey Station 3, final entry, logged by engineer G. Mendel. The central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about a single point of failure. I'm surprised their surface comms work half as well as they do. When Slash shows up to relieve me, I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Oh, right, that's a little side quest. I forgot about that. Okay, let's go to that transmission tower. Just a little quick little side quest. Oh, what'd they say? Oh ho ho! You get that VR tally. I really like in fighting games, like it determines like which characters get into it. Usually popularity. Like it's usually characters. Oh, you meant like for crossover stuff. Okay. That I'm not sure. If you were talking like one BlazBlue to the other BlazBlue, like why a certain character might be left out. But like I'm not sure who they picked for like for Ruby's picks, it clearly has to be Team Ruby, and then Neo is undoubtedly like the second most popular character, I'd say, outside of Team Ruby. So it made sense for her to be the rep. As for the others, I'm not sure why or how they would pick certain characters. I really like how they do the Ruby characters in that game, just due to the fact that it's very accurate to how they were in the fight scenes in season 1 and 2. Like some of the animations they do are pulled straight from like the fights that they did, especially Neo. Yeah, I don't. Hang on. Data link between Dimension Tower and several survey stations have been restored. Survey station locations are now shown on your map. Good. Yeah, I don't like Persona 4, to put it mildly. But yeah, the dub in English is like really bad. Like it's more so bad than most other dubs, in my opinion. I've only ever heard the dubbing for Golden. I don't have any inclination to hear what it sounded like in the original.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm... Damn it. Go.
Oh. Yeah, missed. Oh, that is way less beefy than I thought. Am I not supposed to do it this late in the game? Ow. Oh, ow. Okay. Oh, shit. You. I'm gonna shoot you. Come on, lower your shields. And... oh. Ow. Yeah, I would assume if it's... I don't know. I don't really care about Persona to look into the voice acting situation. I really don't care about that series. But I would assume if they're doing a crossover, they'd use like the newest actors for it.
You lead, I'll follow.
Aw, I was hoping they would have special dialogue for this DLC.
Ready.
Oh, please don't crash. Okay, good. Dead body. Rachel, that's her name, isn't it? The vampire girl?
Batarians.
Damn four-eyed bastards. Hey.
Release the Baron!
Ah, get away, get away, get away. Mix-up is a word that's used in, like, fighting game lingo, so yeah, it might not be, like, I'm not familiar with, like, her combos off the top of my head, but it could be the correct word for what you're trying to say. Aha, you're ice now. Okay, is there any loot? Oh, there's, this is grenades. There we go. Okay, anything good? Ooh, very good. Oh shit, what happened? Hang on. VTube Studio, why are you not working? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it's working. All right. Yes, I really like Rachel. She's very, really fun character. I really like how she is. Yeah, get that. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I haven't watched season 2 yet, so I don't really know anything about her character. I know that you're very fond of her because you talk about her frequently as being like a character that you really sympathize with and really enjoy, along with like Toru. But like I said, I haven't watched season 2 yet. I don't know much about her. Ah! Oh, I don't see any repeated text. You're good. Tally, what are you doing? I guess the wheels are too much for her. Disabled.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was
And not a Bowman,
assigned to
ironically.
asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything,
I've gotta go. Good luck.
Cross tag's a pretty good one to learn like how to play a fighting game, in my opinion. It and Guilty Gear Strive are both very newcomer friendly. They teach you. I mean, Blaze Blue or Cross tag is more like is a little different due to how it has like the tag in system. The only other one I can really think of that has something similar would be like Skullgirls.
Hey.
God. I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
You can't go firing your weapon at everything that moves. What the hell's wrong with you?
Sorry. I thought you were one of them.
Here's the tip. 2 eyes, human. 4 eyes, Batarian.
Yeah. Okay. Remember that.
We're really giving this guy shit.
I'm here to help. Commander Shepard with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell.
I tried playing Weiss. I could not figure out her fighting style though.
The fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
Kaboom.
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once.
Yeah, Skullgirls, it's right now is not in a really good state. It got, I wouldn't say bought out, is the original creator and the main artist who work on it no longer got kind of like pushed out of the company, and then they aren't really involved in it anymore. So like the original creators that drew people into it are not involved, and like the company that runs it now is definitely censors like a lot of stuff, has removed like stuff that's considered, that they consider offensive, and like not just like in game, but like not just like in game, but they also removed like if you bought like the supported the game and you got like the art book, they removed stuff from the digital art book, which I'm not sure how that's legal. That seems like something you could get a class action lawsuit for.
Batarians run criminal gangs. Unethical but profitable. They don't destroy worlds. What does this gain them?
I mean, the game itself is still fun, but it's definitely not in a very good state, and it's killed like any goodwill it had in the fighting game community.
Forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
Why wouldn't they?
Conventions only apply to council-aligned races. The Batarian government is a rogue state.
The Batarians aren't stupid. If they made a policy of this, the council would declare war on them. My opinion, these guys aren't.
He has a, yeah, his brow is
working on their own.
not great. Yeah, I have a copy of the old build as well. I just don't have the game installed because the player base for that is dead. Realistically, the only thing that's really worth going through the game now, still nowadays, outside like the 10 people who still play competitively, is just to go through the story mode, like the arcade mode, just because it is a really cool. I like the art style. I like the like. It is a fun game, but it's very much dead, and unless somehow the original artist and original creator somehow get the rights back, it's gonna stay kind of irrelevant. But just off the cuff, that was just like the only one I could think of off the top of my head that has a similar combat system to cross tag, where you have the where you're swapping in characters throughout the fight.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen, and where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each.
What is wrong with his head?
Couldn't say how many though. Enough to give you a fight.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors.
Oh, I remember this one.
Tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot.
That's like the only one that's annoying to get to.
Go slow and easy. You should be fine.
Should I requisition a cow to walk through ahead of me?
Look, you can disable them, just not remotely. I didn't have the equipment to set it up differently. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I came across a member of your crew. He didn't make it.
I see. Well, maybe the other two are still out there. You never know.
Well,
There were a bunch of engineers over
his
at the
head is,
facility
since you
when
pointed
the
out, his head is so,
that or being held hostage by the Batarians.
that is very,
Bowman contacted me.
what is wrong with his
Batarians haven't
forehead?
found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers.
I don't remember it being like that in the original game. I'm not sure if that's like an error due to
He's part of the security detail.
the remaster, or if I just never noticed.
Give me a worst case scenario. We can't stop the
Evac?
Okay,
We just don't have enough ships. Oh, Katie. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into...
alright, let's go kill some Batarians. Okay. Transmission tower, service station 1. Okay, go there. Prior to the stream, so I found out you can download Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel onto the Switch. So I did that, and I got my account linked up to my one I play on PC. I thought it'd be kind of odd playing it with a controller, since I mainly have just played with mouse and keyboard before. But it plays pretty decently. Like, right before the stream, I thought it was gonna be like a very quick match. Because I went into like casual, you know, nothing serious. I was like, okay, this is gonna be like a quick little fun little match before stream. No, that was a slog. That was a fight. Because they're running a deck that's based around like stalling your opponent and trying to keep them from like attacking your opponent, and then also doing things so that you can kill them if they take too long to do certain things. It was a grueling fight. Eventually, I just ended up playing Zeus, which has an ability where it can just empty the entire board of everything, and he had no cards in hand. So I do that, play Zeus, just wipe the board, and just attack him for game, and it was like, okay, we're done. This computer is filled with operation logs and personal journals for a small pirate music station operated by X57's engineers. It includes scripts for several promotional messages, none of which appear to have been recorded. Radio X57, rocking this rock since 2182. Radio X57, when your world seems hollow, we help you touch the sky. Radio X57, talk hard. Radio X57, your last best hope for rock within 300,000 kilometers.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback.
What about Persona 3 Portable did you not enjoy? Because I know that you, at least from interactions I've had with you from streaming, I'm going to guess that you have, not necessarily have difficulty, but don't enjoy like super dark stuff very much, and Persona 3 is a very dark game. Is it more like due to the content, or was it just like the game didn't catch your attention as a game, like the mechanics and things like that? His body has severe burns and shown signs of major concussive trauma. Mercifully, the explosion would have killed her instantaneously.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Ouch. Okay, next fusion torch is over there. Oh. They also got up to, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I managed to get up to Platinum Rank 5, and I was pretty happy with that. I think that's about as high as I want to go in the competitive scene, though, just because once I started getting, like, upper tier Gold and Platinum, I noticed, like, a lot of just the same deck getting used, just the same, like, 1 or 2 decks, and it's like, that's not fun. At least for me, like in casual, you do run into like a lot of okay, I'm not going to that one first. Actually, hang on, this is gonna be closer. Yeah, like once you start running, it's like this just the same decks over and over and over. I find that kind of tedious and not super fun to do. So I kind of was like, yeah, I'll stop doing competitive. I'll go back to playing casual. I think Platinum's a pretty impressive rank. So the only thing higher is Diamond and then Master. Yeah, I don't particularly like 4. I wouldn't say it's because like of who the villain is. I mean the villain's not great. Not because like, oh, he's sexist, so that makes him bad. I just don't think he's interesting. I think he's a very boring character. I'm not gonna say who it is just because I don't. If someone by chance is wanting to play Persona and doesn't know who the villain is, I'm not gonna spoil who it is. But I personally just did not care. I thought he was very dumb. It feels very much like a "We Live in a Society" meme made as a character. And like any type of like social commentary on Japan's police force or anything like that just kind of, I don't know, I think it doesn't work. Oh fuck, that's a spoiler. I'm so sorry. I was just like talking off the cuff, I wasn't thinking. My bad, I'm sorry. And yep. Down you go.
You're heading in the wrong direction. You've got to get to those torches.
Is this not one of the torches? Oh, that's the main facility. Whoopsie. Whoops, I'm dumb. Okay, well, at least that's cleared out, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm not familiar with the Prime Wars trilogy. Is that like a newer series, or is that what's that one from? Found the lab one. Or, no, I didn't. Looks like he died from a single shot through his helmet, likely from a sniper. Whoever killed him didn't even bother to search his body. There's still equipment in the service pack. Might give that one to Garrus. Machinima made it? Like, is it like Machinima in the sense of like they took like the Transformer games that were out at the time and made a Machinima out of it, or Machinima like the studio? Main Prince and Dust lead off to the east. Survey Station 2, final entry log by Chief Surveyor R. Montoya. Communications are down. There are non-corporate dropships landing near the main facility. There are flashes of light over the horizon. I can't be certain, but I'd guess it's heavy arms fire. As per emergency protocol, I'm arming the defense drones. I'm not waiting for my pickup. I'm going to investigate. Ow, shit! Oh, the studio. Okay. Yeah, because back in the day, you know, there were a lot of different, like, machinimas that were being made, mainly with, like, Halo, just due to how... Holy shit, that thing's ripping through my shields. How easy... Like, TF2 and, like, Halo are very easy to, like, make machinimas with, especially if you had Source FM. Yeah, because I didn't know who... That, Holy shit. That's ugly, but that has got some good stats. Holy crap. But like back in the day, a lot of like mainly like first-person shooters, I think, because it's kind of easier to do, like, make film with it. Yeah, Machinima, the studio, I never really watched any of the stuff that they made. I only really learned that they existed when I was trying to explain to someone what Red vs. Blue was. And I was like, oh, it's Machinima. And they're like, oh, I don't like Machinima. No, not the... And they're like, the studio, right? I was like, no. What studio? What are you talking about? I know they got bought by Rooster Teeth, I think, or like the company that bought Rooster Teeth also bought them. Because I know Rooster Teeth made like a Transformers series for Netflix. I don't know if it was any good though. Was there like a lot of like very overpowered characters? Like, I mean, Optimus can get pretty OP from what I understand. Same with Megatron. Kaboom. Just in case I die in there, don't want to deal with that shit. If I don't get Colossus armor for Liara, ooh, you look kind of bad in that though. At least your face does. Like, if I can't get Colossus, she is going to stand out because everyone else has this slick, stylish black and red armor. But those are really good shield points. So I might keep her in it. Hello. We're doing the DLC for Mass Effect 1. The only one that really mattered. Because I did the other DLC last stream, and it's a battle arena, nothing really important narratively. Okay, and yep. Ah! Burn. Okay, where's... Come here. Look at him burn. Uh-oh. Why are those not turned? Oh. There we go. Come back here. Come back here, you stupid drone. Ow. No, 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 no. Die already. Oh, there he goes. I love the explosive rounds. They are just so silly. Hey there. Bye. Look at that. Look how far it sends that body flying.
All targets down.
Turns into like a fucking source video. Which characters are they? Is it like RC and then I'm gonna stop pretending like I know more than just RC? Oh, this mission's way shorter than I remember it being.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Oh no, the four-eyed freak.
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again.
He will do it.
Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
I kind of know Windblade just because I have a friend who's into Transformers, and I see fan art of her sometimes, so I send it to him, and he's like, yeah, she's nice. She's the one that's like some type of jet, correct? That's a lot of blasting caps. Oh, she's a geisha? That's cool. I remember this mission being a lot longer. I'm not sure, like we're just kind of blitzing through it. Maybe because we're almost max level and this, I think you're supposed to do this more like mid-game, not like super at late end game. Neat. Wee. Okay, did I take care of that tank? That one? Yes, I did.
Warning. Ground penetrating radar and vehicle damage 5. Proceed.
Okay, I remember this part can be an absolute bitch. That's why I saved it for last, because I don't much care for it. Okay, I think that's all the turrets. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Because there's a safe path to get there without blowing yourself up. Ah, shit, come on. Come on, you Batarian. Oh, shh! Woo-hoo-hoo, you almost got me. Yup. Ah, missed. Ooh, double shot. One from me, one from Tally. And there he goes. Bays. Oh, off into space he goes. Poor guy. You okay there, buddy? I guess not. Okay, so what do I put a point into? Basic armor, I guess. Boost her shields up a little bit, make her a little bit tankier. Then for Shepherd. Barrier. Yeah, because being able to just like tank everything is very nice.
Contacts, Commander.
Good to go.
Ah, crap. I should have saved before I came in here. Oh, I can. Oi!
Go, go, go! Release the Baron!
Yup. Up you go. Have you ever thought of playing like the Atelier games? Because like if you're wanting something that's like very lighthearted, not a lot of dark stuff, not a lot of like bad content or anything like that. They're very good, they're very cozy, very fun. Has a very nice anime aesthetic. They're super good games. They're very good games. I would really highly recommend them. Now, outside of just like if you're wanting something that's like a very chill slice of life kind of game, it's really good. I would really recommend them over any Persona game if you're wanting like a slice of life anime thing. I started with Atelier Sophie. It was the first one I played. It's still my favorite. They're all pretty good. They're very lighthearted, very chill, very laid back. Ryza has a more active like combat system. It has an ATB system instead of a true turn-based system. So it's more like Final Fantasy VII in that regard with the way its combat is. Yeah, it's a very good. I really like the alchemy systems that they have. I just read. Yeah, they're super good. I would highly recommend them. They're also not nearly as long as the Persona games, so it's not going to, you know, take you.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
I mean, you don't have to refund it if you aren't enjoying it. It's a game series I don't like. I don't think highly of. But if it's something you actually want to play, I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. But if you want to give those ones a try, I would highly recommend them. I would say the Atelier series is a anthology. So the way it works is, I'm gonna pause it for a second. So there's the Dusk series, and why is OBS not working? Is it my camera? Yeah. Anyway, so Atelier, there's Dusk, Mysterious, Arlen, and Rises is her own trilogy. I forget what the actual technical name for her is. Secret, I think. And then Yumiya, I haven't played Yumiya. I've heard not great things on it, or very mixed opinions on it. But I started with the Mysterious series. I really like it. It's the most laid back of them all. Dusk has more of a, not necessarily bleak, it has a darker, air quotes, darker story in that it's set in like a very apocalyptic world. But instead of being doom and gloom and death and all that. Yeah, Ryza's hot. I love Ryza. She is great. I love Ryza's design. I like the characters. I don't actually like playing her games very much because I don't vibe with the ATB system it has. I think it has a good like alchemy system. Voice cracked a little there for some reason. But I don't know. I think I just like the more laid-back turn-based combat system of the other games. But Ryza is a very good like entry point. He is a very good like entry level into the series. I think are they on sale right now? Let me look. Yeah, I got like all the Atelier games that are available. I don't have like the PS2 ones because they're very, very different from the rest of the series. Because like the rest of the series, you know, it's like chill, laid back character, like very low stakes, just like run a shop, things like that. And then like the PS2 games don't really have an alchemy system. They're more like save the world JRPG kind of games. It's like, okay, scratch it. I don't have Yumiya. I haven't played her yet. Oh, they're not on sale. I thought they were doing a sale since Sophie 2 had its anniversary yesterday. I've heard it's not great. I've heard very mixed opinions on it. I've heard, like, I like her design. I do like how she looks. But from Atelier fans, I've heard very mixed things on it. And it's $70, so I held off on buying it because it's like, that's a lot of money. But from what I've heard for Yumiya, that the focus on like a big open world doesn't really fit Atelier very much. Like Atelier Fierce does it, but it kind of works in Fierce a bit, just due to how it works. But they really gutted the alchemy system, so it's like barely present, with a higher focus on like combat. And then, you know, people aren't really playing Atelier games for combat and open world exploration. They're playing for crafting and alchemy. It looks real. I still want to play it for my own opinion, but just general consensus I've heard is Yumiya was not a good step for the series to go into. So I know they haven't made a new Atelier game since then. They made a gacha game and then they ported it like an offline version, which is the current latest Atelier game. I haven't played it, but I've heard that one's pretty good. Are you ladies coming? I don't want to, you four-eyed freak.
Do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are going to die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So I would recommend, like I was saying, is each game is kind of self-contained, is they are technically part of a series, sub-series. So there's Dusk, Mysterious, Arland, and Secret, which is Ryza. Ryza is the only one where... Oh, you don't need to do that. It's actually not really possible here in the West to do that if you want to start from the beginning. Well, actually, yes. So you can get Atelier Maria. Maria? Is that her name? Hang on, let me check. Yeah, Atelier Marie had a remake. I've heard it's pretty good. I haven't gotten around to playing it. But that's like the first Atelier game ever made. They remade it. I've heard it's really good. So if you want to just start with like the first one, that'd be it. Ryza, because this series has been going on for literally since the PS1. There's been like one new entry every single year since then, and it's I really like Atelier. It's amazing to me because, like, okay, so a lot of the PS1 games never came over to America. Then the PS2 games are ones that are not like Atelier, like the rest of the series, because they're the ones that are more like regular JRPGs. They don't have the alchemy systems. They aren't very slice of life. They're more just generic style. The PS1 games are very similar to what the PS3 and onwards were. So Atelier Marie is the first one, and all the other ones in her series have not been remade. They are not available in America. They are not available outside of Japan. I have looked. Trust me. I'm sure you can find a ROM somewhere, and you can really find it. I'm sure there's someone that has a mod that has like the dialogue and all that translated. I have not found it. I'm sure it exists somewhere. I have not found it though. But Atelier Arland is the PS3 games, and then it was Atelier Dusk. Atelier Mysterious was the PS4 games, and then Ryza was the most recent up until Yumiya. So if you want to play the first ever one, that would be Marie. If you want to start with like the beginning, air quotes, for how the series plays currently, it would be the Arland games, which I would not recommend because they are fucking hard. Like of the newer games, or of the, I think new, that shit's 20 years old. Oh god. But like of the format of the slice of life one, it's probably the hardest because it has the tightest deadlines. Like, it's really cool, but it's very hard and very easy to mess up and get a bad ending. Because, like, you're running a store and you have to make money, and you got to go out into alchemy, you know, gather your ingredients and be able to make your alchemy and run your store and draw a profit. But for things like, hey, you want to bring your party members out on a journey with you to go get stuff and fight bosses and enemies, well, you got to pay them. I mean, they're your friends, but at the end of the day, you are asking them to go risk their life, so you got to cough up some money, which is a really cool mechanic, but I am glad it's not in any others, because that shit is annoying when you're just trying to play the game. So, like, Dusk is really cool because it's set in, like, an apocalyptic world. Like, the world is dying, but instead of being doom and gloom, depressing, grimdark stuff, it's more how people who live in a dying world try to help each other, and it's really, really cool. It's really good writing, very good mechanics as well. Mysterious is where I started. It's, I think, the best entry point into how Atelier games play because it doesn't have the super restrictive time limits that Arland has. They're better looking than the other games because it was newer at the time. And it's a very good, like, just way to introduce you into how the games play, how the series, like, the general tone of the series and things like that. And then Ryza is also a good starting point, but she plays very differently from everything else, and it's odd because every other game, like, in the sub-series will have a different protagonist each game, and it's just like, oh, these characters from the previous game show up, and now they're older, and other plot points might get referenced, but it's been, like, years later since the events of the previous one. And then Ryza is like just her journey through that trilogy. So Ryza is very unique. It's not a bad entry point. If you want to start with Ryza, you can't go wrong. It's a good entry point. I started with Mysterious. I like Sophie more. She's my favorite of the Atelier protagonists. But any of them that catch your eye is perfectly fine to start with. Okay, tangent over. Back to killing Batarians.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Balak wants you dead. And what Balak wants, Balak gets. I can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Balak. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Balak's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises, for both our sakes.
Balak will get what's coming to him, and so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Balak's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
I really wish that the games had a Batarian party member. I feel like it's such a wasted opportunity. Not to spoil like Mass Effect 2 and 3, but I really think it would have been cool if like Zaid or James were a Batarian. I think that would have... It's like we get... Like the only Batarians you run into are villains or just... Yeah, just like villains or enemies that we kill. And like we don't get much out... Like we don't get much out of the Batarians outside of just they're evil, they're bad, they're slavers, they're just terrible. They're just terrible species and people, and that the galaxy is better off if they're wiped out. I think it would have been cool, especially if we had like a Batarian who hated Shepard. It's like, fuck you, you human bastard. And like through the trials and tribulations of working together, that they end up becoming like battle bros, like just willing to die for one another no matter what. Even if one has 2 eyes, one has 4, it's still like, yeah, you're good for a human, you're good for Batarian. You know, just a relationship like that, I think it could have been really cool. Under Night and Birth is pretty good. I like it. Yeah, like I said, I don't like Persona. I don't. But if you want to play them, I'm not your dad. You can. People are free to play whatever they wish. But Under Night is pretty cool. I haven't played much of it, but I played like a little, and it's pretty good. I also got Arcana Hearts because I really liked the girl from It, and like the general idea of seen from it is like, oh, it's a, at least for like some of the characters, it's like a magical girl fighting game. I'm like, yep, I'm down for that. I actually need to play more of it because like I remember playing her in Cross Tag and really liking her fighting style. Yeah, Under Night and Cross Tag or Arcana Hearts are... Oh shit! Are all pretty cool. I would... Jesus Christ! I would recommend them if you get an interest in fighting games. And bye-bye. What are you girls shooting at? Girls, that's me. You're not very good at... Allie, you're just shooting Liara. You ladies are very bad at shooting. And punch. Punch. Oh, bye-bye. I missed. Oh, we have the original, like, visual novel for Fate? Cool. Is it on Steam or GOG, or is it, like, on its own, like, website now? Because I never, like, haven't interacted with Fate very much. I know its reputation. I know, like, I have friends who are really into it. I still need to, like, watch it just because, like, I know, like, a lot of the characters, and I enjoy certain types of artwork of them. Like Ostafo and, like, shit, what's her name? Oh, it's on Steam. Jack the Ripper. Gun cooldown. Then what's her name? Shinobu? No, not Shinobu. I'm thinking the vampire. The purple hair Oni girl. I forget her name. Yeah, Astolfo isn't in like the original novel, from what I understand. He's like later. He's from the gacha, if I remember correct. I don't even know if that gacha's still going or not. Oh, there you go. Bye, buddy. Okay, tally's blocked. Can't do that. So shoot. Bye bye. Ooh. Okay, who's left? Burn, baby, burn.
You humans. You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the council.
I don't answer to the council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Valak. Not after what
Why
happened.
is my...
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians.
What is wrong with my... Hang on.
Exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my camera, why it keeps disconnecting. Okay, did that fix it? I'm not sure why it's been acting up like that all day. It's very odd. Yes, I like Astolfo. I like what's your name? I forget her name. Shuten Doji, that's her name. I like Shuten Doji, and then the other Oni girl, the yellow one. Okay, what's her name? Ibaraki Doji. That's her name. I like Shoten and Ibaraki, Stolfo, Jack the Ripper. All the characters that I'm sure are not in the original Fate visual novel.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours.
Oh, boo-hoo, you whiny little
We were left
bitch.
to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they listen.
Is that what Elysium was? A way to get our attention? Well, you got it. And when we responded, you ran like cowards. Now you want to start it all over again.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand.
My Shepherd's backstory is that her entire colony was wiped out with Batarian slavers, so I think she does understand you, four-eyed bastard.
To live, I suggest you step aside.
God, sit. Okay, gotta save the hostages.
But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe, but I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Clear.
Ugh, being the good person and saving innocent lives. What an inconvenience. We could have killed him. Okay, where's that bomb at? Boop. Eh, shit. Yeah, after stream, I'll definitely add the Fate to my like wish list, things I want to get, because I've never read it, the original. But you know, it's Fate. It's, you know, everyone that has any interest mildly in any type of anime or Eastern media is gonna know what Fate is. I haven't watched any of the animes, but I've seen The Garden of Sinners. That was a really good movie. I really like the music in it. From my understanding, it's set in like the same multiverse or whatever Fate has going on. Oh my goodness gracious, that's a lot. Okay, where the hell is this thing? There it is. All demolition charges have been deactivated. Release the scientist from prison cell in lower level office.
He left. Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were gonna stay someplace safe.
There might
His
be
head
something
doesn't look weird.
I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Eh, she's
Balak is
fine.
holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. that's not a choice.
I think it might have been a bug before, because his forehead, like, it still looks weird, but it's not bugging out the way it was earlier.
Somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical, but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Miss Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not gonna sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Oh, he won't get away. I'll hunt him down.
Have you ever hunted, Simon? Actually stalked an animal in the wilderness?
Can't say as I have.
Hunting an animal requires patience and discipline. I'll wait for this Batarian animal to pop his head up, and then I'll come down on him like the wrath of God.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. Well, thanks to you, I have a team to get things squared away here. Before you go, I've got some equipment I'd like you to have. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick.
I think this is how you get Colossus armor. Because I do like what I have for Liara, but Colossus just looks so much better. Okay, human light armor.
I could really use some light armor.
I hope you get good use out of it.
Please be Colossus 10. Please be Colossus 10. Please be Colossus 10.
There's a body in the office. Shot in the head. I'm pretty sure it's her brother, Aaron. Just be kind to the girl. Please.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
They're all dead.
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Fuck yeah, Colossus 10. Okay, so... Ooh, baby, she is looking fine. Yeah, you look good in that. Okay, anything to upgrade what I have? No. Anything? Nope. I'll wait till I get to the Normandy and then I can, like, check Garrison Rex before I just turn all this into Omnigel. Oh, we all look fine as hell. God, I love how the Colossus armor looks. It is so slick and stylish.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
That was a brave thing you did, Cade. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. Wanted to sell us as slaves.
Typical
When
Batarian
Balak showed
bullshit.
up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? And why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back.
Cool.
It was all going smoothly until...
That's a really cool idea. Like, you see it a lot in, like, certain sci-fi things. I really like that in, like, Dead Space with the planet crackers, where, like, places need resources, so let's just go into outer space and, like, crack a planet open or get an asteroid or whatever.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Yeah, if you choose to let Balak kill the hostages, you don't get, like, armor out of it. I think you just get to kill Balak, which is... Killing Batarians is always a nice reward. But I would need Liara looking nice and spiffy. How do I get out of here? Okay, the exit is not on the second floor. I don't think. To holding cell, to lower level, lower level. Okay, yeah. I'm dumb, I got lost. Okay, so that was shorter than I was anticipating. Like, Pinnacle Station was longer than that. I always thought Pinnacle Station was not that... Oh, granted, I am playing on, like, the second hardest difficulty, so it might be why. It's like, on that tier, like, they start getting, like, a lot of just stupid restrictions and, like, other... How the fuck do I get out of here? Oh, this way. You know, lots of shield, just really annoying abilities, things like that. Make it difficult. Yeah, I think you're not supposed to do this late in the game. I mean, you get Colossus 10 just due to doing it this late. A lot of the enemies I don't remember being this much of a pushover. Alright. DLC done, side quests done. We just got Vermeer left, and then it's into the end game. Vermeer is a very long level, though. That is going to be like its own stream. So I'm just going to go... I've done like all the checking in with the characters as well, so I'm just going to check in on their... changing their equipment, and then I'm going to call it. Because I don't want to start Vermeer, because it is a very... I think it's the best part of the game. At least in my opinion. I think it's the best part. It's very cinematic. That's when like a lot of really cool stuff happens. Your choices matter in that level. But I don't want to start it and then just like play like 20 minutes of it or whatever, or like 40 minutes and then just call it there. I want to leave it on suspense. Okay, give you that. There's also, next week, I probably won't be streaming. Wait. Yeah, next week I probably won't be streaming, like, at all. I have, like, it depends on something that comes up. But I have some... like some real life stuff I gotta worry about that I would not be able to like stream effectively. So next week I won't be doing very much, so don't really want to start stuff and then just leave it on a cliffhanger. think that's as good as I can get it. Actually, let me... Do I care enough about Caden to give him this? Not really. Yeah, whatever. Let's just kit him out, even if we don't really use him. Okay, Garrus, do you have that? I just want to make sure before I do it, you have something better. Okie doke. Alright, everyone's kitted out. You... Wait. I'm keeping the Armageddon 10 just because it's that nice little trophy from winning it against that dickhead in Pinnacle Station. Okay, so... Sledgehammer rounds 9, combat optics 10. Okay, so, yep, Shepard's kitted out pretty well. Tally's the only other one who's a permanent mainstay. Kinetic exoskeleton 10. Geo interface 10. Kinetic coil 10. Scam rail 9. Sublight rounds 10. Oops, shotgun. Inferno rounds 10. Frictionless material, combat optics. Then the R is like the other one who's like a mainstay just due to how broken she is. But I do like doing the final mission with Garrus just because Garrus and Tally are the only ones who are with you the entire trilogy. I like having them be the ones who are in it to the very end. Okay, Rex. Explosion down, frictionless material. Sledgehammer rounds 10. Scam rail, kinetic stabilizer. Kinetic coil. Okay, yeah, they're good. That's a lot of ammo I gotta get rid of. Alright, everything is all nice, taken care of. Everyone's kitted out as best they can. Everyone's nice and sexy in their nice Colossus armor. We are ready for the the end game. 'Cause I'm really excited. I feel like Vermeer into Endgame is just so good. It's the best part of the game. I feel like all the Mass Effect games have really amazing like last thirds. I feel like Mass Effect, like I feel like all of them have really strong openings and then really strong endings, and then they kind of lull in the middle. At least 1 and 3, I think 2 is the only one that doesn't do that, just due to the order that you can do. You can do anything in any order in that one, so I feel like you have more freedom to just not be bored. But, yep, I'm gonna call it. I know it's a early stream, or not as long as normal, but I'm gonna call it there for tonight. I thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.